Hello, my name is Paul William Sofori. Today we have science, so wherever you are, pay attention. Before we start, let me know your name, the name of your school, and then the name of your town. Write them at the comment section. Today we are looking at how clouds are formed. How clouds are formed. So sometimes we see clouds in the sky or in the atmosphere. We are going to look at how they are formed. So in this lesson, the key words that we are going to see, we have clouds. So clouds, we are referring to tiny water droplets that stick together in the atmosphere. So cloud is what? Tiny water droplets that stick together in the atmosphere. The next word is composition. So composition, we are talking about different parts that make up a whole. That is composition. The next word is weather. Oh, the weather is not looking good. The weather is nice. We are talking about the condition of the atmosphere at a particular place, at a particular time. So we consider the time and then the place, the condition of what? The atmosphere. So the condition of the atmosphere in one place at the same time will be different from somebody in different place at the same time. So right now here the sun is shining, but other places it is not like that, meaning the weather are different. We take into consideration the time and then the place, the condition of the atmosphere that determines what? The weather. Okay, the next one is components. Components means parts. So we have one whole thing, but different parts come together to form that one whole thing. So the parts are called components. Okay, now let's look at what we have here. So we are saying that all living things, we need water, we need air, we need food. These are the things that we need to survive. We can stay without food for a whole day. We can also try our best to stay the whole day without water. But we cannot stay more than even 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour without air. So we should understand that air is so important that all living things cannot live without it. So we are going to look at air, the composition of air, and then we will look at how clouds are formed. Now, air is a mixture of different gases. So the air that we breathe in, the air that comes out, the air that is used to dry our things, the air that cools our room. It is not only one substance, it is not only one element. It's made of different parts, different components that come together to form air. And all these components are gases. So air is a mixture of gases, combination of 2 or more gases that come or that form what? Air. Now let's look at the composition of air. The composition of air. So this is gas, all these are gases, and then in terms of percentage, how much? So here, this is how much they are in air. Nitrogen, the air that we enjoy, the air that blows in our rooms and other places. Nitrogen, we have 78% of nitrogen in the air. We have oxygen, 21%. We have rare gas, 10%. Carbon dioxide, 0.03%. We have water vapor, that is variable, and then dust particles, that is also variable. So you should understand that even water vapor, dust particles, they are parts of the air that we breathe, the air that we use. Carbon dioxide is also part. Oxygen is part, rare gas is part, nitrogen is also part. So among all the gases, which of them has the highest percentage? Nitrogen, followed by oxygen, and then the rare gas, that is argon, is one of them, then followed by what? Carbon dioxide, which forms 0.03%. So you should understand this. Okay, so in exams, or if I ask you that what is gas, what I expect from you is that gas is a mixture of different gases. So if you are asked to give the components of air, the constituent of air, or different parts that come together to form air, these are the different gases that come together to form air: nitrogen, oxygen, rare gas, carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust particles, and they have their components just in front of them. Okay, so the major components are nitrogen, oxygen, rare gas, that is the argon, and carbon dioxide. Water vapor and dust particles are constituents or parts of air, but their content vary or change because of changes in the weather season. So we have water vapor and we also have dust particles. So it depends on the area. It depends on the weather changes. So the weather changes, because of that, the contents always changes according to the changes in weather. The content of dust particle in the air, the content of water vapor in the air changes according to changes in the weather or in seasons. Okay. Now let's look at clouds. What clouds are formed in the sky. They appear in the sky all the time. Sometimes they appear as white and sometimes as dark. They sometimes block the light from the sun. What is the definition of cloud? A cloud is the collection of water droplets as a result of condensation in the atmosphere. So water droplets, when they come together, they form clouds in the atmosphere. And even where do we get these water droplets? The whole process starts from evaporation. So when the sun shines and water bodies, they heat up, they turn into water vapor. The water vapor rises into the atmosphere. When they get into the atmosphere, through condensation, they are changed into water droplets. These water droplets, they stick together to form clouds in the atmosphere. So that is clouds for you. That is clouds for you. Okay, so here, how clouds are formed. Clouds are formed by a process called condensation. When water from water bodies evaporates or turns into water vapor by the heat from the sun, it moves into the atmosphere. The cold air in the atmosphere cools the water vapor or condenses it into tiny water droplets or ice crystals. The tiny water droplets or ice crystals increase and gather in the atmosphere to form clouds. So let's look at something here. This is an activity. This activity, the focus is to form clouds. So this, I'll show you a video about how clouds are formed. But let's look at it from here. Let's look at this one. We have here water. This water is hot. So you can see vapor, water vapor going up. Now, the bottle is covered and we have ice blocks on it or ice cubes on it. The ice cubes here has made the lid very cold. So when the vapor rises and gets to this point, because of the cooled lid, the vapor is turned into water droplets and it will fall back again. So if you can see this side, all this side is water droplets that has been formed. The vapor will go here. When it gets here, it will condense. So when it condenses, it changes into what? Water. And then it forms clouds here. Later, it will drop as rain. So this is how clouds are formed. But I want to show you a video. So let's look at this video. Let's quickly look at this video about how clouds are formed then. Okay. Now let's look at it.
So great and how great.
So before, let me explain this to you. This is what the earth. We have water bodies here. We have land. Water body is here. So let's take this as the sea. We have land here. The plants are here. Rocks are also here. So this is land. How do water goes up? How do water changes into vapor and goes up? Let's look at it. So what do you see here? The sun. So the sun here is going to heat up the water bodies. So this is the sun. Now look at what is happening to the water bodies here. Now the water bodies have changed or turned into water vapor. You see the vapor going up. Okay. So the vapor is going up as the water also is what producing a lot of heat. And this is called evaporation. Evaporation is when the water or when water turns into water vapor. That process is called evaporation. And it turns into water vapor as a result of heat. Okay. And here the heat is coming from the sun. Let's move on. So the vapor will go into the atmosphere. When you get to the atmosphere, you know the atmosphere is very cold. So it will convert or change the vapor into water droplets. So you see this is the water droplets in the atmosphere. Have you seen it? So as the vapor keeps increasing, that is condensation, water vapor changing into what? Water. So as the vapor keeps increasing, the size also be what? Increasing. Now at this point, let me go back and show you something. So here, the vapor will be going and the water droplets will be increasing. It will be increasing. So you see the vapor is going and then it will be increasing. It will get to a point that it will become so heavy. The water will start what? The water droplets will start what? Falling down. So this is how clouds are formed. And when it becomes heavy, the water will fall down as rain. The water will fall down as what? Rain. This is how the whole thing happens. Clouds are formed. Water vapor moves into or rises into the atmosphere. It gets into the atmosphere. It converts or condenses into water droplets. The water droplets, they stick together. To form clouds. When the clouds are heavy in the atmosphere, it falls down, the water falls down, falls onto the earth as what? Rain. So this is how clouds are formed, and this is how rain too are formed. So have you seen it? Clouds, and then we have I want to bring you here. Oh, sorry. So here, you see that now we have clouds here. So a lot of clouds will be formed in the atmosphere. The one that becomes so heavy the water in it will what? Come down as rain. So you can see that evaporation is still taking place here, and the condensation too is also taking place here. When the content of the water in the atmosphere becomes so heavy, it comes down as rain. So you see it is raining here, it will come here, get to the land, move or flow into water bodies. When it goes to water bodies, the sun will shine, heat up the water bodies, turn it into vapor, form clouds, come down again. So this is another thing that you should know about water cycle, movement of water. And clouds is also part of the process. Formation of clouds is also part of the process because condensation is part of it. So if you are asked to describe how water cycle is, this is another typical one. But here, the clouds are formed here through condensation. Okay. So you see, it will be raining, and then the rain water will come here. It's later what? Evaporates, condense, fall down. So this is how water cycle is. So the water will go this way and then come to this side. Come back. I want to show something. Okay. But I believe you have seen the whole steps. I believe you have seen the whole steps. Okay, so it's like that. The water will go up and then come down. Water will go up in the form of vapor, form water here, come down as rain. Then it will go up in the form of vapor, condenses, turn into water, clouds, and then fall down. So this is how the whole thing looks like. So this is water cycle. So you see the cycle, it goes like that. The water goes up and come down, water goes up and come down. So like this is water cycle for you. So anytime you hear about water cycle, this is how water cycle looks like. And in the cycle, clouds are formed. Okay. So we are coming to the end. We are coming to the end of the lesson. And what have we learned today? We have learned about how clouds are what? Formed. We have seen air. We are saying that air is a mixture of what? Gases. And we have different gases. We have nitrogen, we have oxygen, we have rare gas, we have carbon dioxide. We also have dust particles and water vapor. So they are all parts of the air that we have on Earth. Okay, so when water vapor rises into the atmosphere, it condenses to form tiny water droplets by cold air. The tiny water droplets or ice crystals gather to form clouds. So this is how clouds are formed. We have exercises here: exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, home assignment 1, home assignment 2. So I expect that you answer or get all the questions correctly answered for me. Get all the questions correctly answered for me, because I've shown you pictures, I've shown you video, I've also explained the terms and other things to you, and I believe you'll be able to answer all these questions. Feel free, if you have questions, reach out to me. Your parents are there, your teachers are also there. Apart from science, we have Asante Tree, we have a Clapping Tree. If you need copies, contact us. Our videos are on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. You can go there to watch our videos. You can share the link to friends. You can tell your friends to go there to watch our videos. We are teaching you what your teachers are also teaching you in the classroom. So pay attention, ask questions. Your teachers are there. If you learn something from here and you don't understand, your parents and your teachers, you can go to them and ask them. If you learn something in the classroom and you don't understand, you can come to the comment section and then you ask questions. But make sure it's about what we are teaching here. Okay, thank you. My name is Paul Williams Ofori. Bye-bye.